Today Cold Iron held on Discord a Q&A for their fans where they answered questions about their upcoming roadmap, changes to the game, and other questions asked by their fans. And now I'm going to recap some of the most relevant questions and answers. So our first question I'm going to read is more for the answer than the question. The question is, are you planning on including the APC armored vehicle from the movie or the dropship on future missions? It would be awesome to see more events like that in Mission 2-1. Their answer, I agree, that was awesome. Those vehicle moments were great in the Alien film, and it's in my mind when thinking about future campaign missions. And I'm reading that question for the last part of their answer. It's in my mind when thinking about future campaign missions. So they're saying right there, they are looking to release more campaign missions. One of the things I think universally, if you had to put the number one thing at the top of the list of what you wanted in Aliens Fireteam Elite, it would be more campaign missions. Personally, that is mine. That's what I've heard a lot of people, but I really like that answer right there, that they are working on that. Our next question is, have you considered applying friction to enemies that go into a stumble state so that when they're stumbling and sliding on the ground, they take more of a penalty by having their closing speed/distance with the player reduced slightly? Their answer, we know about the stumble issues, and we agree we need to do something about it. We've been playtesting some changes to how it works that we expect will greatly improve stumble as a whole. And I like that. I feel stumble needs a buff. The slow minute speed or increased damage while they're stumbled, or a mixture of the two, would be great. Definitely does need a buff. At the moment it feels like you're kind of just stumbling to stumble them. But moving on. Next question. Will quick play be updated to signal to the lobby what level they'll be thrown into so they can prepare accordingly? Their answer. We're aware of this. It was an oversight when we were trying to get the feature out to all of you ASAP. A solution is upcoming. And I do like that. Quick play, we all said we wanted it. It needs to be in the game. They said, okay, here it is. They got it out quick. But it kind of would be nice if we also knew what level we're being thrown into. For this game at least, you kind of want to pick select characters and consumables based off what mission you're doing. Next question. How is Cold Iron responding to the precipitous player dropout since AFE's initial release, and how does it plan on better sustaining user retention? Their answer. As for the numbers, of course we love to have everyone in the world playing our game constantly. However, we love the fact that we have a solid and passionate core community. All of Cold Iron is still working on Alien Fireteam, future development issues, QOL, I'm not sure what that is, new features and content, a bunch of which we hope improves not just retention, but the game in general. We're excited with where Alien Fireteam is, and we're still working on making it even better. I do like that answer. I feel like they really should put it out on Game Pass right when they do the next DLC. That would be a really strong move for them. Doing the next couple DLCs for free, releasing new campaign missions for free, new game mode for free, get a little bit of free content if they're not going to put it out on Game Pass. That would be a strong play to increase player base. But we'll see how that goes. Next question. In the roadmap, you said year 1 roadmap. Does this mean you'll consider developing the game for another year if things go well? Their answer. Yeah, it's not the forever roadmap. It's only year 1. And we are already starting to spin up discussions on what year 2 could look like. There is so much cool free content coming out during year 1, which is now. We are focusing on that right now. Next question. Are you able to talk about when we'll be seeing more campaign content or horde mode maps? Their answer. The roadmap gives a bit of a look into that. Season 2 and 4 will have new game modes, which if you enjoyed horde mode, you'll like these, with some twists on the strategies, length, and location. Season 2 is fast approaching. So it appears these new game modes are full new game modes. So that might be why they've been a little bit hesitant. They're trying to see, maybe test them out, not really releasing exactly what's going to be released just yet. So I am looking forward to seeing exactly what new modes do come out. Definitely want more campaign missions, but new modes would be nice. Definitely want new horde mode maps as well. Even larger map would be nice. Our next question is, have you considered getting rid of the level 20 cap and moving towards a more sustainable leveling system like Paydays 2 Infamy system, or is the level 20 cap final? Personally, I think the leveling system is just fine and the cap is fine at where it is, but their answer surprisingly is it's going to be a while before it's in your hands, but we are looking at and working on a couple new things that will help add a much longer tail for those of you that, like me, like leveling things up. So I don't know if they're going to increase the 20 cap off that answer, but they kind of allude to you are going to be able to upgrade some stuff. So that is interesting. How OP are you actually going to be able to get? I know a lot of people did struggle with insane pulling enemies back. I didn't really find it that bad, but I know a lot of people did struggle with it. Leveling up, I mean, if I was stronger, it'd be okay. I just hate being a god in games. Our next question actually is on that topic. Are you planning on doing changes to the way difficulties work? Right now, it feels like recon is mandatory for higher difficulties. Their answer, we're constantly looking to the community for feedback on how all aspects of the game balance are working. Difficulties are one of those things that we review on a regular basis. Keep the feedback coming. It definitely helps drive our discussions. It's worth noting that they have said in the past that they never will reduce the difficulty. They're not going to nerf anything on difficulty. They might adjust things, but apparently now they might or might not. The answer is a little evasive. It's not really definitive one way or the other. Next up, we have another good question. What are the sorts of things we can expect from new features? Will it just be things in the game menu and hangar, or does it go as far to cover maps and campaigns? Their answer, new features are things other than maps or campaigns. These features tend to be extensions to current systems or frequent requests by the community. In parentheses now, trying my best not to slip up here and just list them, smiley face. So I guess we'll see on that what exactly the new features are going to be. Our next question is, has any thought been given to adding a completion tracker that is accessible to the players so we can see what missions and difficulties the game thinks we have completed? They said lots of thought. Yes, there should be a completion tracker, more so the achievements. So when you beat Insane or you beat Extreme, it should just give you the achievements for the below difficulties. But it is what it is, and you can't change achievements anymore once you put it in. It was a mistake at the beginning. But hopefully they do implement that, because as it is, that definitely should be in the game. Next question, are more maps being planned for future DLC expansion? Their answer, there are things we're working on that aren't on the roadmap, smiley face. So, as alluded to before, their roadmap is kind of basic, and they are working on a lot of things that aren't on the roadmap. And it's nice to see that just once again, they confirm that in simple answer, kind of stating that they definitely are. Next question. There are many bugs that have been reported in bug reports that have not been addressed for months and do not appear in the known issues. Will a major bug fixing patch be coming soon? Some of these bugs impact gameplay significantly or the visual appearance of the game when playing or streaming. Many of these have been reported since launch. Their answer, we hate them as much as you do. It's been our engineering team's highest priority since launch to fix bugs and performance issues as we can find them and reproduce them reliably in the studio. We'll continue to make that so. We are not holding back for any specific bug fixing patch. We'll get the fixes and improvements out to you as soon as we can. Personally, I think most of these bugs are older gen related and not next gen related. I played on Series X since launch, and all the bugs besides the lightning bug were fixed. And we're actually going to jump into the next question, which relates to that. Next up, Series X bug. Are you any closer to finding the source of the issue for the flickering bug? Their answer, no 100% fix has been patched yet for the rare flickering white screen issue, but many things have already been patched to reduce the occurrence globally. We have people working full-time on this issue and have found a few mitigations using 1080p 68 Hz screen and shutting down the game completely and restarting the application, but sadly we have not found the root cause of the issue or why it happens to a few people and not to others. It is incredibly frustrating for me personally. He wants it fixed ASAP, or I want it fixed ASAP. Goes on to say, good news, we think we have a possible band-aid fix, and once we prove it out, we'll patch it in. So hopefully they can get it fixed. As far as I know, it is the only bug really for Series X. So it would be nice to see that fixed. So that's actually going to conclude my recap of the Q&A with the devs. There were other questions like, is there going to be a Halloween event? How are you guys doing? I know it's been a long couple months, but obviously I'm not recapping those questions. Like I said, I only recap the relevant questions that I feel most of you are interested in knowing the answers to. I hope that helps.